Okay, completing a short sale package. So this property that we're working on is with Chase Home Finance, and here goes the name of the loss mitigator, and the date today is 04/25/07, and the property is at 4704 Southwest Beach Avenue in Lincoln City. And this is the loan number, and this is the list of documents that we're going to be enclosing. Personal hardship letter, or the hardship letter, release of information, a completed financial statement, the last 2 years of taxes, the last 2 years W-2s, he doesn't have that, the last 2 payroll stubs, he doesn't have that, copy of the sales contract, the bank statements, we have that, the HUD-1, a bankruptcy letter, and a title report. In addition, I'm going to enclose a proposal for the offer, a property photo report, a construction estimate, some comparables, insurance claim we don't need, proof of funding I have, and there's no violations. And this is my signature. So this is the paperwork. This is what I just showed you. And I'm going to start compiling the documents. This is my offer for the property. This is my offer for the property right here. This is the REO net sheet. Basically, I'm estimating that if they don't sell the property rapidly, it will probably cost them $14,000 to keep that property as an REO. For example, they will have to pay $10,000, $800 to a realtor, and they will have to cure the first mortgage at $11,000, and then every month they will have to keep paying $1,900 for a total of $7,600. That's a lot of money. So if they keep this property as an REO, it will cost them $36,000 plus. No, there's a bunch of little expenses. We have. This is the HUD-1 form. This is what shows how much the bank is going to net. I can show you how to create one of this. Basically, I'm offering $180, and the first mortgage is going to end up with about $160,000. That's pretty much what we can do right now. We only buy properties at a good price by helping others, not by inheriting their problems. This is my purchase and sale agreement. And this is my proof of funding. So there's a proof that I have the money to pay for this property. So I'm going to keep it stacked more or less in this order. I don't know what are they going to do when they get the material, but most likely the first thing that they want to see is the HUD-1 form, and then they want to know who does this come from. So I'm going to have this on top. Here is the hardship letter. This is the authorization to release information. This is a power of attorney. This is the financial statement. Basically, how much does the owner earn and how much do they spend. The 2004 taxes. The 2005 taxes, the bankruptcy letter for a bankruptcy attorney, March bank statement, and April bank statement. A title report from Western Title and Escrow in Newport, Oregon, and a lien that they already have at the property. All this we need. I don't bind it or anything. I just try to. They wanted me to fax it, but I said that it was too much for faxing, and I told them, and they said, might as well send the package by mail. This is a photo report of the property. Basically, this is how the property looks on the inside. The property is fine, but it's definitely well outdated. It looks like something in the 70s. And the property is competing with brand new properties that are going to come into the market this summer. So this gives the person an idea of how much is a property, how does a property look on the inside. They will have their own pictures, but I'm going to show them anyway. And this is a comparables analysis. Here it shows all these properties that are in the close vicinity, and as you can see, most of them don't really have pictures. Why? Because these properties don't exist yet. They are in construction. So this property is going to be competing with brand new properties that are much better built and much more fancy. And that's a tough competition for this kind of property. The closest property that we have in terms of comparables is this little one here. That is a very similar property, a little bit smaller, but on a double the size lot. So that's the most comparable property. So those are my comparables. And I also find an MLS history. And as you can see, this property was listed from July 2006 to December 2006, and it has not been listed, and he has not been making payments forever. So this is my additional stuff. I'm going to bind this separately with a clip. I'm going to bind these few things together with another clip. Just to make it not too disorganized, because these people are going to spend a very short time with this. And these bigger things I want to keep them together. And I'm going to bind also with another clip the bank statements. And with another clip, I'm going to bind what really matters to them the most, which is what I just showed you, the list of documents that I'm enclosing, and a letter explaining the reasons of my offer and some comments, plus the HUD-1 and an REO net sheet. I don't know if they read that, but I always present it anyway. And my purchase and sale agreement and my proof of funding, so I can buy this property. So I'm going to bind that with another clip. And I am not going to be spending $25 or $30 in an overnight package, because I don't know when is that they're going to see it, if they're going to see it. And I'm going to use a flat rate priority mail envelope. This is what I recommend. It's only $5 for as much weight as you can, and sometimes arrives really, really quick, like in 2 days. Almost as fast sometimes as a priority, as FedEx, unless you pay overnight. So this is the envelope. This is the address of the bank. And I'm going to close it, because this is for real. I'm going to close it. It has my return address, and I'm going to mail it with the $4 flat rate stamp that goes here. And I will take this to the post office, and this is the famous short sale package.